Welcome back to the Tempo Storm Hearthstone Meta Snapshot Breakdown for March 19th, 2017. It's been almost a month since the February balance patch, and we're starting to see the meta adapt, refine, and resettle into a new shape. While Pirate Warrior still reigns supreme at the top of Tier 1, other decks have managed to find success in the meta by focusing on countering Pirate Warrior. Surprisingly, the effectiveness of the Finja package has declined in recent weeks because of Pirate Warrior's popularity. There's no point in developing Finja on 5 if you're dead to your opponent's Arcanite Reaper the next turn. Tier 1 has changed a lot since our last snapshot. While Pirate Warrior sits on top, coming in second is Reno Warlock. Reno Lock has a great matchup with Pirate Warrior and can easily tech harder to counter it using cards like Mistress of Mixtures, Soulfire, Voidwalker, and Corruption without losing too much strength in mid-range matchups. Finally, Jade Midrange Shaman is surging in power and popularity, having a 50% or better matchup against nearly the entire field. Outside of Tier 1, we've seen a shocking decline in Reno Mage. A rise in Jade Druid, Jade Shaman, and Dragon Priest's popularity has pushed the Mage back into the bottom of Tier 2, and it officially stands as the worst of the Reno archetypes. Dragon Priest seems to have solidified its place in the top of Tier 2, having still the strongest 1, 2, 3 drop curve in the meta, and boasting a favored win rate against Pirate Warrior has allowed the deck to continue to climb the tier list. Even though the meta was shaken up a little bit after the balance patch, there aren't that many completely new decks floating around. Finja and the Water package have become increasingly unpopular over the last week, and the nerf to Buccaneer and Spirit Claws has allowed for the return of some pretty mean streets tempo decks. Tempo Mage and Zoo Warlock have both made a comeback into Tier 2, with most Tempo Mage lists running 30 pre-mean streets cards. To understand more about how the balance patch has brought about these changes, and to better predict how things will settle into place as the end of the month approaches, be sure to check out our balance patch breakdown video where we go in depth on balance patch predictions and the reasons for the shifting meta. We've mentioned the rock, paper, scissors reality of the mean streets meta in nearly every meta snapshot breakdown, and once again, it remains the best way to understand how to counter the meta. Rock is aggro, paper is Reno, and scissors is Jade. Depending on which of the styles you're seeing more frequently on the ladder, you should make necessary adjustments accordingly. And this can change from day to day, even in a single afternoon as you're climbing the ladder. And as we move into the last few weeks of the month, expect to see more aggro and look to hard counter Pirate Warrior in the final days of the March season. The year of the Kraken is swiftly coming to a close. With UNGORO cards and mechanics being teased left and right, the time has come to savor all of the flavors that are leaving standard. Blackrock Mountain, the Grand Tournament, and League of Explorers will be rotating into Wild, and the decks with cornerstones in these expansions should be enjoyed as much as possible in their final hours. The Hearthstone community looks anxiously and hopefully to the year of the Mammoth. Above all things meta related, don't forget to enjoy the sweet end of the first year of standard Hearthstone. And if you enjoyed this meta snapshot breakdown, consider leaving us a like or favorite, and please subscribe to stay tuned with all of Tempo Storm's news and Hearthstone content.